The other thing I wanted to say about Ed Catmull is he's like a technician in many ways. And one of the things that really struck me was one of the stories at the very beginning of the book. He talks about, because I think we take computer graphics for granted in many ways. He talks about how one of his first projects was to digitize a hand. It has no flat surfaces. And how do you do this with a computer that can only render lines? And he did it with hundreds, thousands, I don't know how many of little triangles, little polygons to render the hand, the curvature. And you think about all the computing power that goes into something small amazing. Like that. And then you have not only that, but arms and the legs and now the hair and all these other things and just how far computing power has come. But how much is done now that is routine because of people like Ed just building the groundwork for a lot of that. I just think it's pretty amazing.
Totally. No, that you're right. That just at a macro scale, like the advancement, not just like technology that is within its own industry, but like that would lead to or has led to innovations that help multiple industries or all industries. Because toward the end of the book, they bring up the iPhone, and you just think about how much of an influence that has had on billions of people in the entire world. So you can't say that Pixar led to that, but you could say that it started with all these other littler things that didn't take off like that one, but it led to that monumental invention of Steve Jobs and his team. And I don't know, I'm sure there's a bunch of other people involved, but.
And some credit goes to me for buying basically every version of the iPhone that's ever come out.
Hey,
so Apple wouldn't be here without me. I want to take some credit for that. I want to talk, this book is just story from beginning to end, story after story. In fact, I even read the afterword, which was probably added on, I think, sometime after Steve Jobs died. It's a little bit of a soliloquy to him, but there are just so many stories, so many lessons from those stories. You could probably listen to that story and come up with different lessons than Ed did.